Okay, I am recording. Okay, do the screen share again. Here we go. Okay, well, Connor, welcome to the fall sports meeting. You already know what cross country is, but in case you didn't know, it's a race where you run 3.1 miles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And everyone races, and where you have place, that's the points you score for the team. So hopefully, I feel like we're going to have a strong team this year, Connor.
Definite.
Yeah. Okay. So season dates starts Monday. Practice in Wheaton all of next week for you at 8 a.m. So kind of an early bus ride for you.
Okay.
Season ends October 24th, 2 weeks shorter than usual. Our maximum number of meets is 7. Okay. We may not get 7. It may be shorter. We might get less. I should say not shorter, less. But we do get, Sisseton and Millbank on the South Dakota side, and then our home meet. So for sure we have 3. We don't know if there's going to be sections or a state meet yet. They're supposed to decide on that soon. But if there is sections, make sure you keep MEA week open. And then really, really stress the efficiency while you're at a meet. So you stay at your home base, and then when you warm up, you don't mingle and climb trees or whatever you guys usually do. And then you line up for your race, and then you cool down and you just leave. There's no loitering before or after a race. Some practice protocols, you guys will be placed in pods, and it will probably be by schools. So like got our South runners, and then Herman Norcross runners will probably be in a pod, and then Wheaton. So we'll try to keep, just in case COVID does break out, then you can just quarantine yourselves. Pre-workout screenings, I'm going to ask you some standard health questions, take your temperature, and then this is from the Minnesota Cross Country Coaches Association that masks must be worn during the entire practice except for when you run. So you can take them off for warm-up and the actual workouts. But then other than that, you have to have a mask. So make sure you bring one. And then we'll wipe down any equipment before and after use, wash our hands before, in the middle, and after practices. And then if for some reason one of the schools should go into distance learning, so let's say Wheaton goes into distance learning, that means Herman Norcross, you'll practice virtually, and then Graceville would practice on their own. And but hybrid is okay. Hybrid means we can still meet in person. So handbook rules, follow all Minnesota State High School League rules, school district rules. Putting on that uniform that says Border West or Buccaneers is an honor. Make sure you give it your all in practice. Be a good teammate. You are expected to be at every practice unless you exhibit signs of COVID or not feeling well. Remember, you have to have 10 practices in before you can compete in a meet. Good running shoes with low mileage on them, wristwatch, and we have our captain expectations. Some signs of COVID, in case you weren't aware: fever, sore throat, loss of taste, smell, breathing difficulties, dry cough, headache, runny nose, chills. Okay, and then you already know this, you can't leave the meet unless all runners have completed their races. If you ride home with the parents, you gotta sign out with us. If you're riding home with someone other than your parents, a note signed by your principal. Our home meet is October 3rd. And right now, we don't know if there's going to be spectators at meets. So if there are no spectators, I invited the parents to be volunteers to make our meet happen, because Coach Swanson and I, we can't do it ourselves. And then we are possibly thinking of hosting another home meet, possibly. Goals and lettering. Improvement, we won't be journaling this year. Probably won't be hitting the weight room either. We'll see. We'll kind of play it by ear. Respect for oneself, others, races while still being competitive, and then to be safe. Follow social distancing guidelines. I know how you and Derek always like to hang out, but you're probably going to be in separate pods, man. So I don't know. Wear masks, wash your hands, avoid touching your face, and then the letter and policy. Joe had over he had a lot of mileage this year. So
he was running around the lake at least twice a day from the farm.
Really? Yep. I didn't know that. Wow. Jens was up there too. He was surprising me. He was averaging like 44 miles a week. It's pretty sweet. We have Julia, and then the DQ challenge. Did you do any running this summer?
Not as much as I wanted to, but I got some in.
You got some.
I'm with you, Connor. I did mostly weightlifting. I did not do much running, so I'm a little worried myself.